Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking DDG, you guys, because there's a lot going on. And apparently, allegedly, is DDG, did India Love cause DDG to take a break from streaming? Is that what he is saying right now? We're going to get into it. But first, you guys, apparently DDG did another marathon Twitch stream, right? And he created a new album, right? A new 9-track album. So this is what, his third album that has come out this year? And I find it interesting because I thought that we were on a schedule to see Halo. I thought we were seeing the child every other weekend, but it seems like every time I turn around, DDJ's on Twitch. So what was the point of establishing a custody schedule if every time I look around, DDG is on the stream? Make it make sense, but has gaslit y'all into believing that it was Halle preventing DDG from seeing his child when it is giving DDG is preventing DDG from seeing his child. So that's first, right? That is first. Next, we have to get into a couple of clips of DDG completely, getting outplayed, getting out-finessed, getting completely embarrassed and humiliated by India Love, you guys. We're going to talk about it. Here's the first clip in which he is shouting out his chat for quote-unquote keeping it play or keeping it P or whatever else. No. So we'll watch and listen to that first.
I'm very, 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 very proud of how player y'all are, because I thought I was going to have to emo only, all that lame shit like every other day. It was cool, bro. I appreciate that. But I was finna say, I think I'm going to take me a nice little vacation, bro, I think it's about that time, bro. I need to give myself some real deal time. I've really been...
So DDG is thanking the same people that have been telling him from day one that this thing with India Love was never going to be a good look, was never going to be a good idea. Make it make sense! So now let's get into the next clip, you guys. In which it looks like to me that, somebody might be in their feels. But let's get into it.
I need a vacation without streaming and thinking about work. I just want to just go somewhere, vacay vlogs. Nah. I ain't trying to be on that type of time, and I ain't really trying to work.
Wait a minute, did DDG say no vacations? Did I hear that correctly? No. What weren't they all talking about going on some couples trips and things like that together? And by they, I mean India Love and DDG. But y'all said that they weren't together like that. That this was all just fake. This was all just for clicks and views. No. It's interesting that $100 million man in Trayvon Diggs has DDG crashing out like this, that has him contemplating quitting streaming for a while. And to go on a vacation where there is no cameras, there is no vlogs. Now, here's the thing. DDG has said this before and didn't take said break. I think DDG, though, is embarrassed. I do believe that. Because ultimately, like with how things went down with your ex, Halle Bailey, and how you enabled your fans to attack Halle Bailey, and you never stopped it. You never stopped the bullying. You never stopped the threats. Even DDG Academics and others got involved and piled on and on and on and on, and you refused to stop it. But when it came to India Love, right? India Love from the beginning, DDG, never liked you, never fooled with you like that. She saw an opportunity at Streamer University to have this whole love triangle storyline because what is India Love known for, right? Her history, her long history with famous men, with famous dudes. So she figured, hey, anything I do involving a dude that potentially can lead to something, whether it's real or phony baloney, is going to go viral. Except for she caught real feelings for Duke Dennis. And not you, but you. For whatever reason, whether it was a childhood crush or whatever else that had happened, you saw an opportunity to where you were not going to let this go because you saw it as a competition when there never was a competition with Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis didn't even have to try, and India Love was jonesing for that man. And ultimately, Duke Dennis said, you know what? You keep saying it's your ball. Please have her. Please have her because I don't want her. And then India Love even tried to, be all up on Duke Dennis at that AMP pool party and everything else. And Duke Dennis was like, I'm cool, I'm Gucci. Even Kai Cenat was trying to get involved and try to set them up together in the room and everything else. Thank goodness that didn't happen because you would have been embarrassed further, DDG. Because India Love had no problem attempting to humiliate herself over and over and over to get Duke Dennis's attention, right? So nonetheless, y'all blow up because of this storyline from Streamer University. Next, we have, India Love still pressed over Duke Dennis, still trying to see him, trying to be to Atlanta, trying to be anywhere this man is, right? Except for he's not giving her the time of day. And in comes your DDG because you were simping hard. You needed some material. You need something to do, right? You needed something as a distraction from what was going on in the custody battle and the restraining order that Halle Bailey had just put against you, right? Because all this went on from May 6th, right? From May 2025 till now, right? And even Tasha K had alleged that you potentially paid India Love some racks, some money, some shmoney to pretend to be your girl to try to make Halle jealous. No. That was never going to happen. But nonetheless, you go on a little, paint and sip date in which you ask her to be your date for a streamer prom and everything else. India Love, up until streamer prom, sponsored by Popeyes, is following your ex still, Halle Bailey, right? And nonetheless, then when the pictures drop of you and India Love at streamer prom, sponsored by Popeyes, she unfollows Halle Bailey. The same foolishness that she did with Trayvon Diggs's baby mama, one of his baby mamas. She was following her up until it was time for her to pop out and show him at the Dallas Cowboys game, right? So nonetheless, this is how India Love moves. There have been multiple ex-wives and ex-girlfriends that have said how India Love moves, how she follows all these women, will comment under their comments talking about black love this, black love that they're in support. And then next thing you know, she is sleeping with your man. She is sleeping with your husband. She is sleeping with your boyfriend. But DDG did not think that was a problem, right? And so next, you guys, he decides, you know what? I'm finally going to take advantage of the supervised visits that I've had available to me since May of 2025. I will finally do my first visit with my child in July. And let me fly out India Love to Italy. And you figure you'll do some couples content, and then you figure since a real couple in Jay Cinco and Lala is there, that can validate you and India Love. But it was cringeworthy. It was awkward because India Love was not feeling you like that. And then also the pics dropped to let y'all know Halle's not pressed over y'all. She got a new man. She been had a new man, at least at some point since the beginning of 2020-25. Y'all just didn't know who it was, right? So that happens, right? And you guys continue to do all of this content with India Love. And then you show up on Black Boy Bax's dating show, right? Have better chemistry with one of the contestants and everything else. I said from then, I was like, listen, this is like 10 times the chemistry that you have with India Love, but you're so fixated on looks and everything else. And India Love, you feel like you just have to have her, right? Except for India Love saw the play and saw the fact of the matter was, you really were interested in this girl. And that was a threat to India Love. So she got mad and was ignoring your calls. So then you had to do a whole apology situation and buy her an expensive and extravagant necklace and all of this and all of that is an apology. And it's like, what are we doing here? Because India Love has got her own roster of dolls. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? She's been with the game. She's been with, boxers, athletes, all types of people. So she can call anybody in a minute if she wants to, right? Including Shiloh Sanders, that also was in the middle of this as well. And so then she takes you back. Then you promote your dating show that you say is inspired by Love Island and Flavor Flav's dating shows as well. And you decide to have this dating show where there's no dating of the actual contestant. There's no dating of DDG. But you said that you wanted all these people to have your love and have your affection. But the problem was you had something going on with India Love, right? May have not been a relationship, but at the minimum, it was an entanglement. At the minimum, there were some grown-up activities going on, right? So India Love gets jealous again because there's women on there who look better than her. There's women on there who know how to handle themselves better than India Love. And that was a threat. So she asked Ben the Don, how can she get into this show? How can she come in and crash the show? And does it, right? Crashes the show, right? And is insulting and bullying all these girls. And ultimately, the show ends. You have a winner. Obviously, they don't end up with DDG because DDG is already spoken for. And so none of the less, DDG couldn't handle the backlash then. And then DDG was like, you know what, India Love, we're not going to stream with her no more. And I was like, this is all cap. This is all cap. DDG is just waiting for the smoke to blow over, right? He's just waiting for all of this to subside, right? And he'll be back with her, right? And what do you know? He ends up back with her, right? He ends up back streaming with her and everything else. And then also they did a marathon stream together in which he bought her, I think, some champagne and bought her a Chanel bag and bought her and all this and all of that. And this is even after the Shiloh Sanders incident when Shiloh Sanders basically said, clear your schedule for this Saturday. I got something planned. But oh, by the way, don't tell nobody who I am on the phone. No. So you already know what was going down that day. And you still, DDG, are spending thousands and thousands of dollars on India Love, who at some point just decided to stop wearing the necklace altogether. I don't care if she was alleging that she was getting it fixed or whatever else. She never put it back on at some point, right? So you have that going on, right? And then you guys, we of course now fast forward up to what happened recently at the poker tournament, right? Where India Love had the poker tournament and Michael Phelps, married Michael Phelps, is getting a little too handsy here with the hugs. But India Love also was not really pushing married Michael Phelps away because again, that's hundreds and millions of dollars. That is a multi-Olympic gold medalist right there. So she don't care about no wife. She don't care what his situation is. She's like, come back, give me another hug. Let me feel on that too. And then the disturbing picture of India Love on her knees as somebody's trying to feed her alcohol and she is facing the gentleman's private area and everything else. And again, more backlash for India Love, right? More backlash for India Love. And she's up here trying to just blame it on the alcohol like Jamie Foxx and everything else, taking zero accountability, just blaming it on the alcohol, not in saying, I gotta do better. I'm a change up, da-da-da-da-da. She previously was saying how she found God, she found Christianity, she was going to stop acting like a thought and a bop, and all of this and all that. She was going to get it together. And I told y'all then, it's full of crap. She's not going to stop thotting and bopping until she gets chose. That's the whole point of thotting and bopping. It doesn't expire if you have a specific goal to get chose by a famous man. And DDG is not famous enough for India Love. He's not rich enough for India Love. India Love does not look at him in that capacity, but she knows she can get this shmoney out of him. So DDG decides to get simp on the internet and be like, you know, not too much on India Love, don't send hate her way, and da-da-da-da-da, you know, everyone makes mistakes, and is even gifting India Love subs in her chat that she's trying to, you know, get her quote-unquote apology tears together. No. And again, it is more backlash from DDG fans because they're like, how many times is India Love going to sit up here and play you? How many times? And so finally the nail in the coffin, at least for now, you guys, is India Love and Trayvon Diggs. And him FaceTiming her on Thanksgiving, even though I believe he's not even playing right now for the Cowboys. He'll be back soon from injury, but immediately FaceTimed her after the Cowboys won on Thanksgiving. She is parading around the FaceTime to all of her family members to let them know that Trayvon Diggs is on the phone, and even her dad is excited to talk to Trayvon Diggs and everything else. Talk about y'all boys, my boy, y'all did that and everything else, except for really he didn't do that because he didn't play. But it was very telling. It was very interesting. There was no FaceTime with DDG, you know, and talking with DDG on Thanksgiving and all of the things. And so then India Love also had got her nails done, as we talked about in a previous video, where it said the number 7, which is Stefon Diggs' number on the Cowboys, and it said Lucky Girl and everything else. And then we also have India Love on stream talking about how now she doesn't mind if she's a baby mama. She doesn't mind if she has a kid, if she's married or not. No. After previously saying she wanted to be married after 30 and have kids after 30. Now it doesn't matter if she is a baby mama, because why would it matter if Trayvon Diggs is on a $90 million contract with the Dallas Cowboys, right? Like, you wouldn't care, even though you just saw how he did his last baby mama, Joy Chavez, who has, you know, previous kids with Bow Wow and Future, how basically they were literally kissing at her baby shower, and then he basically dumped her right after the baby was born. And next thing you know, you're posted up at the game, sitting behind his mom, and he's got a newborn child. Make it make sense that he was just kissing that child's mother at the baby shower for. And so all of this happens. Everybody again is regurgitating once again India Love's past, how she moves with different dudes and all of the things. And DDG cannot continue on this charade any further. But for whatever reason, he just won't admit that it was all a scheme to make his ex jealous. He refuses to admit that, you guys. But nonetheless, he left the Mudia community. The community immediately gets deleted. Now DDG is up here talking about a break, even though he's still low-key stalking his ex and stalking his ex's sister, and some weird stuff going on there, right? Because I still don't think he's over Halle Bailey, right? I feel like this was all a big distraction. It backfired immensely because India Love kept playing in DDG's face, kept trying to parade around all of these different dudes, and she would get so hyped, so excited anytime any other dude not named DDG gave her attention, and that should have been an immediate red flag to DDG. But DDG felt like he had something to prove. So nonetheless, we will see how long this alleged break is going to last that DDG is talking about, because I have to see it to believe it. And we'll figure out soon who's going to be the next girl that DDG tries to stream with full time, or is it going to be a rotation of girls like it's always been on these streams. So there's that. That is it. That's all. Es todos, es final, es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.